fellow Dungeons & Dragons players and Dungeon Masters alike, I am Mr. Taralsk, still your go-to YouTube channel for everything third-party Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition related. I do reviews, I do previews, I do flip-throughs, I do all that jazz for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition third-party stuff. And Loresmyth, a Dutch company behind remarkable shops and their wares, and remarkable inns and their drinks, which I'm, by the way, giving away a few copies of, and I still have to select winners, which I'm doing this week. I will select winners this week on the giveaway video, so don't worry, you're still in the running towards winning one of these things. The creator behind those, he sent me a box, which I am almost certain of it doesn't contain any books, because it is too small for that, or it might be a pocketbook, and I do not know what is in here. Although I have a vague idea what could be in here, I have no real exact idea what is in here. Am I making any sense? I hope I'm making any sense, but guess what? I'm taking my pair of scissors and I'm just opening this freaking thing. Also, why is this called a pair of scissors? This is one scissor. This is not scissors. It doesn't supposed to be plural. Like binoculars and trousers. Who invented that language, right? So I'm trying to fill up this awkward moment of trying to open the box with me talking about stuff, but yeah. So I got a box and I want to talk about it. I am going to talk about, whoa, there's a lot in here. Yeah, wow. Okay. There's a card in here that says, "You got loot. Thank you for backing our Kickstarter project." Well, guess what? I didn't back your Kickstarter project. I talked about it on my channel probably, but I didn't back it. Heroic challenges. Oh, these are those decks. Okay. He sent me a bunch of decks of cards. What loose stuff? I hear loose stuff. So, heroic challenges. Oh, wait, I have to, wait, can we do it like this? Heroic challenges are actually decks of cards that role-playing challenge and reward cards that boost creativity and storytelling. These have all kinds of random things you can combine to make millions of combinations for a dungeon master who just wants to have random stuff in their game. And these are actually all different ones. These are power and prowess. If you can see it, there's power and prowess. I have to really reset my lamp for this one. Wait, 1 second. Boom. This should work. Does this work better? This is better, right? This is better. Right there. Okay. I will go deeper into these ones. I will show you pictures while I'm doing this. Heroic challenges. There are. Right. Okay. This has one of those Minotaur dudes. Power and prowess. Vice and virtue. Waiting for my camera to actually do that stuff. There's vice and virtue. There is another one of those. Vice and virtue, power and prowess. I'm going to have to give away this stuff because this is actually all the same stuff. This is going to be a very short video of an unboxing, but you know what? I promised myself that every time I get a box in 2020, I will just sit down in front of my camera and unbox it for you guys. If you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't want to watch it, you don't want to watch it. So there's also these things, core sets. Core sets, there's bigger ones, core sets also with, but full of, like these are all the same. And I got a bunch of them. Wait, I got a bunch of these decks. Okay. Here's the deal. If you want to pay for the shipping costs, I will send you one of these decks for free. Just make sure to comment in the comment below, get a free deck, just pay for the shipping costs. If you are in Europe, I'm not sending these over to America or whatever, because that will be way too expensive. But I mean, if you're in Europe, in Germany, in Holland, in France, in, I don't know, Norway, Switzerland, maybe even the UK, if you're willing to wait a long time for this to arrive, I will send you one of these if you're willing to pay the shipping cost. Because I'm not paying shipping costs for each deck, and I cannot hold on to all of these decks. Because there's a lot of these things. Look at this. I'm piling them up right now, and I have have a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, tell me in the comments below, do you want a power and prowess deck, or do you want a power and prowess deck, or do you want to a power and prowess deck, or do you want to a vice and virtue deck? One of them, I'm not sending you two because that's not fair. I also have other decks which are for the other giveaway. I'm opening these decks soon, so I'm first going to open the core sets. There's a core set right here which I do not know what it is, but I also got 3 of those. Which are, oh, 4 of those. I got 4 of those. 4 of these core sets, which I don't know what these are. I don't know exactly what these are, but going to give them away. Free decks and core sets for everybody. Right? That's, I mean, isn't that very friendly of this Belgian YouTuber to keep sending you challenge and rewards? These are just look like heroic challenge cards. Encourage immersive role-playing and teamwork. Add an exciting new dimension to your game, either in the player's hands or the game master's tool. Challenge. This box contains 50 durable challenge cards, 50 durable reward cards, hundreds of possible choices for any fantasy role-playing game. So there's 2 decks of cards here in each of one of these core sets. There's 2 decks of cards here. They're also in plastic, so there's a lot of plastic going on. The ocean does not like that, but let's just not talk about that right now because we got free stuff. And there is this Belgian saying that doesn't make sense in your language, in English, but there's a Belgian saying, if you translate it to English, it is, if you get a free horse, never look in its mouth. So, meaning that it's free, so stop complaining. Decks of cards, pick a card, any card. So challenge, there's a few challenges. Heroic challenges, draw. Let each player draw 1 challenge card at the start of each session. Alternatively, you can draw 1 for the entire group or use your own homebrew rules. The player chooses when to roleplay 1 or more challenges during the current or other session. Each card provides several color-coded options to choose from, so there's always something that fits your character. Reward: when a player has accomplished the challenge, she can let the game master know. If the game master agrees, the player gets to pick a reward card and claim its spoils. Okay, this is freaking cool. I'm going to use this. I'm not giving this away. Well, I'm giving 3 of them away, but 1, I'm keeping 1. So the thing is, there's also other rules here, but I'm not reading those right now in the video because it will be way too lengthy. So people draw a card, like let's say I'm a player and I draw a card, a challenge card, and I draw this one, right? It says betray an ally or aid an enemy, or give away or steal a magical item. Okay, so you got this card and it's secret. It's one of your goals for these sessions for today. One of my goals is or to betray an ally or aid an enemy, or give away or steal a magical item. So you can just give away your +1 sword to somebody and it's like, hey, here's my sword. If I completed this one, I tell my dungeon master, so I got this card in front of me while playing, and if I completed this one, I tell my dungeon master, hey dude, I completed this thing. I completed my challenge, and then the dungeon master is like, he will check it if you did complete it, and then he is like, okay, then I will draw from the reward pile. This unbelievably, unmistakably cool. This is way cooler than I thought it was going to be, and I'm genuinely going to going to use these. If I ever be able to open them, I'm going to use these. Cassia, if you're watching, we're using this. This Saturday. I know you're watching. We're using this. Alright. Challenge. Reward. So I completed the challenge. I betrayed an ally or aid an enemy. Let's say I gave away my +1 sword. Or I used my help action for an enemy to knock one of my allies prone who stole something from me last session or something like that. Or, you know, a friendly nudge to somebody. I did my thing, and then the dungeon master, he's like, or she is like, okay, I will pick a reward card. And I believe in the power of the cards, and I can choose from you temporarily gain dark vision or heightened awareness. I do not know what heightened awareness is, but I would home rule it to have like advantage on perception or something like that. Or automatically spot an hidden or invisible creature or object. That's your reward for completing that challenge. Role-playing wise, and in world, that does not make a single... That just doesn't make sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense that you complete a certain random challenge and then get a random reward like gain dark vision all of a sudden because you nudged your ally. But it makes for a very fun thing to do as a mini game within your game, which I think is funny. I wouldn't use it every session, but I would use it. I would genuinely use it once per party I have, and I have a lot of parties. So I am going to hang on to one of these core sets, one of those heroic and challenge core sets, and I'm going to just put it here somewhere. But got 3 of these. You want one? Tough luck, I'm asking my Patreon supporters first. If you like what I do, make sure to become a Patreon supporter. You can play with me as a player, you can play with me as a DM, you can talk with me about world building, we can chat, we can hang out, we can have fun. You just need to buy my friendship over Patreon. I'm sorry, that's the way I roll. I only become friends with you if you pay me. No, I'm just kidding, my Discord is also open for people who don't support me on Patreon. Heroic challenges, vice and virtue. Let's open one of these up. Also, these are all, oh, these are just the same thing, but in a team. And then there is like, I'm opening this one up, so I'm going to have to keep this one for myself. Or if you want an open one, I can just send you an open one. Okay, Loresmyth, next time open them for me because I'm very bad at opening these things. Ah, God! Don't swear on YouTube, don't swear on YouTube, don't swear on YouTube, don't swear on YouTube, don't swear on YouTube. There we go. No, I'm not editing this out. I want you to sit around and wait, like a normal human being. I drank a lot of coffee, I'm so sorry for my behavior. So these are all other challenges. And more rewards and more challenges. The same deal as the core set. The core set is just like the core set, and these are kind of like, I don't know, there's probably like more to it. They're expansions, little tiny expansions in the form of a deck of cards, and I think it's these are cool. I like them. I wasn't a really big fan of the last thing Loresmyth did with the decks of cards, which are just like fumbled searches and stuff like that, where you can make combinations and somebody finds a thing that is randomly generated through these cards. I didn't hate it, but it was just not my thing, you know. That's why I never really reviewed them, and I'm just giving away along with remarkable ins and everything, because I don't use them. If I don't use them, I don't want to hold on to it forever. So what I'm going to use is one of these core sets. I'm going to use one of these core sets. I'm going to use one of these core sets. Then I'm going to use one Vice and Virtue and one. This is what I have, and this is what I'm also giving away. But I'm not giving away everything to everybody. I'm giving away either one deck, or one core set, or one whatever, to anybody who replies, but I'm asking my Patreon supporters first, for these core sets at least. Because I think they have been supporting me on Patreon, so I think I'm going to ask them first. But to round things off, Loresmyth, I think you created a cool product. I actually, and this is cool. I mean, I'm actually going to use this in my game just to have a little fun and to troll my players, and I absolutely love it. And I'm now going to edit this video and throw it on YouTube. And I hope your inspiration may guide you.